So we are going to be working with a navigation bar that is showing different icons. And the icons are actually going to be links. And where you can get the icons from is Font Awesome. So if you click on that, there are literally hundreds and hundreds of icons. And to see the icon code that you need to use, you just click on it. And then it's down here. It's the opening eye and the closing eye. You can just highlight that and copy it. This is the code that you need to use. And so what we're going to be doing, you can see you can display it vertical or horizontal. And we are going to be creating a horizontal one very similar to this. We're going to be putting it at the bottom of my profitable web design business. So you're going to want to right click on that, and you're going to want to save that right into your lesson 10 folder. Once you have that saved to your folder, you do need to open it in Express or in VS Code. And you will notice that there is a lot of code in here already because this has got some hidden pull down or submenus already kind of pre-formatted. And that's what these are. And what we're going to be doing is adding these little icons and formatting them. So to add those little icons, first thing you're going to do is come down here in the footer section, and you're going to add this chunk of code. So this is a div or a division, and you're going to add class equal icon bar. And we are going to be formatting the icons because this is not how we want them to look. We want them to go all the way across, and we want the buttons to be a little bit bigger. Okay. So putting this code in with no formatting results in the little dinky icons that display on the left-hand side. So you're going to add all of this code in, and you'll notice that you have your link, your opening, and your closing. And then in between, that is where the icon tag opening and closing goes. Okay, so you're going to set that up. And then for your page to actually use the icons, you have to add a link to the style sheet, and that is what this does. Now that is a whole long link, a lot of text to key in without making a typo. So what I recommend that you do is highlight it. It's right below number 5 here. Highlight it, copy, and paste it. That way you don't have to worry about making a typo. You're going to put it right here, right below your opening title. And after you get that in, if you reload your page, you will see the icons display. And our only other thing that we need to do is add some CSS. Now we're going to add some CSS for the footer to put a little margin above the icons. Otherwise, the icons are really close to your main menu, and it doesn't look very good. So 200 pixels, put some space above that icon bar. Then we're going to style the icon bar itself, make it a width of 100%, so it's going to span the width of the page, changing the background color to orange. And we're setting overflow to auto, so if we were to add more icons and they couldn't all display, we would get a scroll bar. For the anchor, so this is for the links, we are specifying float left. That's how we're going to get them to display side by side. We're going to center the text, and we are using 5 icons. So if we had a width of 100% and you divide 100 by 5, each icon is going to occupy 20%. So if you had more than 5, you would want to make the percentage smaller. We are putting some padding around them just so that they look a little bit more like buttons. You will notice that we have a little transition. We're easing in so that basically it does a little fade when you're selecting the button. The font color is going to be white, so the color, instead of blue, like what you saw, and coincidentally in Chrome, it displays as purple. So here in Firefox, it's blue. Instead of seeing this lovely shade of blue, which does not go with our page at all, you're gonna see white. Okay, and then we're dramatically increasing the size. We're gonna make them a lot bigger. Then the hover state, when we point, the background color is no longer going to be orange. It is going to be a black color instead. So save all these changes. And then we're going to come out and reload. Okay, and you can see how that changes when we point. And like I said, this has got 5. And if you wanted more than 5, that's not a problem. You just need to change the width of each of these buttons because it can't be 20% if you're going to have more than 5. Okay, so at this point, you are done creating your icon navigation bar.